Hello everybody, it's your boy Muse, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not you should be pulling for Norma or Sunna as a new player. To be honest, both of them are great options. If you're lacking stunners, go for Norma. If you want to bring your account up a level, go for Sunna. That's all I gotta say, but let's see if your account agrees with what I said. We're gonna go with Norma first because she is the new character. So, when it comes to Norma, does Billy say yes to Norma? Of course he does, alright? And wherever Billy goes, Nekomata goes, and Korin goes, because they're all the same. Attack, physical, just different playstyles. Alright, and they all work with Norma. And, hold on, let me put Nekomata back, not because she's weaker or anything, but because wherever you have Billy and a stunner, with Nicole, you have the new cunning hairs. That means Norma is perfect for your account because as long as you have Norma and Nicole, you can work with any of these three that are given to you. Alright? But that also means Ambi is the no. She's the one getting replaced on the team. You do not want to work with two stunners unless you're doing stuns only or something like that. Like I wish I was. Or you're playing with Hugo. Norma would also be good for Hugo too because of all the extra chain attacks, helping him out with his decibel gain. And helping Hugo out with his passive ability. But we're not here to talk about Hugo. This is Hugo, by the way. We're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about Norma and your new account. Next, we have Sokaku, and yes, of course Sokaku would love Norma. She's over here giving crit rate and attack buffs, and then Norma's giving damage buffs with stun multipliers and more days on your team. Perfection, these two. And then you just throw an attacker on there. Now, Pyrois loves Norma. Pyrois is almost the same as our girl, where is she? Evelyn. If you have an Evelyn on your account somehow, I don't know how you did that as a new player, but this is for anyone who has an Evelyn. Norma loves Evelyn. You throw Norma and Astra together with Evelyn or Pyrois, you have an unstoppable team. I would say unchainable team, but they chain a lot. So, next we have Soldier 11, and Soldier 11 would love Norma because she is fire based. So bam, you have more fire on your team, allowing Soldier to keep using the fire disc with that free crit rate. Okay, and then you get your hands on someone like Orphe, or where are you? It's been a while since you last reran. Lighter, Orphe, Lighter, even Lucy, for anyone who got Lucy in their banner pulls. Soldier and Norma goes together. So if Soldier 11 was your first standard pull, or you lost to 50-50 to Soldier, well, you're in luck. If you pull Norma, you have a team. You could even do Soldier, Norma, and Nicole, or Sokaku. Either one works. I would say Sokaku maybe. But another yes for Norma. Then we have Grace. Now, Grace and Norma don't necessarily go together. Grace would rather have someone to dish out more anomaly damage with, and there are so many better options for Grace, such as Valina. But yes, you can play Grace with Norma because Norma's just stunning. Grace does not care unless you put that ether disc on her. You know, the one for Arya, I think it's called Shining Arya, that helps her do extra damage when the enemy's stunned. Bam, Norma, Grace with Shining Arya, and put Rena on that team. Boom, you have something. But I'm putting them all the way in the back here because why are you doing this? Why would you do this? What was the reason? And lastly, these stunners are gonna go in the no pile. Now, technically, if you do have Hugo, Lighter would say yes. But you're a new account, why are you doing this? Alright, unless you're trying to build DPS Norma, which could work. If I was doing a stun only account, I would do DPS Norma. Yeah. And there you have it, everyone. All of these yeses from Norma, and only the stunners are saying no because she's taking the stunner's spot, okay? So basically, your entire account is saying yes. Like I told you in the beginning, both of these two characters are good pulls. Let's move on. So next we have Sunna, and we need to see whether or not Sunna would be great for your account. Billy loves Sunna, alright? Billy, Nekomata, Korin, they all love Sunna. Now, why do I feel like Korin would rather have Astra? But they all love Sunna, and here's another thing about Sunna. They are all physical, so you're getting those assaults in if you can manage your anomaly bars. Alright, now, why does assault matter with attack? Especially now that we have better disk drives? It really doesn't, so don't Don't mind me. And you know, wherever Billy goes and another cunning hair goes, you have the new cunning hairs. Alright, so bam, there you go. You have your new cunning hairs. However, I will say, you can even build hyper carry. So, honestly, Sunna can use every single person on the cunning hairs. You can make whatever decision you want. Bam, bam, or bam, bam. Either way, you have the cunning hairs, which means whenever I say you have the new cunning hairs, that's a character that can easily be endorsed. Next, we have Sokaku, and Sokaku can go with Sunna. In fact, they would both be giving your team a major attack buff to whoever wants that attack. And Sokaku would also be giving a crit buff. Now, remember when I said you could proc anomalies, right? Sunna also gives anomalies crit rate. So if you wanted to play Alice, or if you wanted to play Jane alongside Sunna and Billy, you could do that. You can actually do that. I don't know why you would do that, but you could. It's an option. Next, we have Pyrois. And although Pyrois would rather have Astra, Pyrois does work with Sunna. Alright? Same with Soldier 11. Soldier 11 would love Sunna. All that extra days, and then you probably have a Colada on your team. Bam! Soldier, Colada, Sunna, boom! Alright, oh, and remember what I told you. She can work with anomalies too! So her and Grace, heck, you could even put her, Grace, Ambi, with... Oh wait, you can't do all that. So you could put Sunna, Grace, Rena together, have a broken team right here. Or you could put Sunna, Grace, Ambi together with Shining Aria on Grace, and you could have a you can have a team. You can have a team there. And not to mention, yes, Lycon does work with Sunna. Alright? In fact, put Lycon right here. There is no order to this thing. They just kind of went off the walls. Let me put you right here. Yeah, they just kind of went crazy. But Sunna works with your entire account, which is why I say, if you're looking for a support that can bring you up a level, just grab Sunna. If you're lacking stunners, grab Norma. However, there are two characters coming. Is there any warning I should give you? Well, if you're a new player, Remiel works with anomaly units, so if you did not pull Valina or Promea or even Nangang, where'd you go? There we go. If you haven't been pulling on the recent anomalies and you haven't lost your 50-50 to Grace, in fact, well, you could even do Grace, Piper, and Remiel. You can make that happen. Oh yeah! Yeah, this could also be a fusion, like Piper with Billy or Nekomata and Corrin alongside Sunna. You can make this happen. I don't know why, but you can make it happen. Now, you could pull safely on this patch unless you have enough anomalies to use Remiel, or you just really love Remiel like 99% of the player base does. And then there is also the Uma Musume. If you're a Uma Musume fan, I mean, I like her. She's kind of cool, but she's not a shooter, therefore she's a skip for me, which is too bad because her swimsuit outfit is one of the best skins in the game. It's the first skin I actually would play over the original design. But yeah, the Uma Musume is an attacker, so if you want to upgrade from the roster that they give you, you can pick the Uma Musume. And let's say you have the Uma Musume, no, let's say you have Lycon, then the Uma Musume would be a great pull for you, because you could just go Uma, Lycon, Sokaku, boom, you're done. So if you do like that combination, I would say skip this patch. However, otherwise, please pick someone in this patch if you are a new player. Remiel is right there. Remiel is a Void Hunter. Remiel will make your anomaly clears easier. If you want her, then yes, you could skip this patch and just go balls to the wall on Remiel, especially if you have your Piper or Grace. But I would say that this patch is more imperative than the next, unless you already have plans to pull those characters. Should you be pulling on anyone currently? Well, if you're gonna pull for Remiel, then hurry up and get your Valina before the banner goes. I hope the warning got to you soon because I'm putting this video out like 2 days before the banner changes. But that's enough talking out of me. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If I won the 50-50 to your hearts, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, you don't have to do either of those things. I just appreciate you for showing up. Good night.
See you later, too.